One of the biggest investments that I've done to my channel was back in 2017 when I bought the MacBook Pro 15-inch high-end model that cost me like $3,200. And recently I made a couple of more investments to be able to increase my productivity and like efficiency and all around what do you say? Overall workflow, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm gonna say welcome to the new editing bay. This is the Dell Ultra Sharp 38-inch curved monitor that I really hope will make me more efficient when I'm editing videos here in the studio. USB-C, HDMI, and another HDMI. Look at the size of this thing. Now that is a big screen, right? I mean, the first TV that I bought when I was living at home was a 32-inch Toshiba LCD TV, and this screen is bigger than that TV, which is totally insane. And even though it's a 38-inch behemoth, it doesn't actually feel like it's 38 inches. I don't know why, but maybe it's because of the crop top, so it gives you a resolution of like 3840 times 1600 pixels instead of having like a true 4K, which is 3840 times 2160. I gotta say, I really like the design of the screen, and I really like how it fits in well here in the office. Why do I have a spoon here? I don't know, but yeah. And the first impressions after using like the screen for a couple of hours is that it has a really nice image quality, and I also like that it has this like matte surface to the screen, so it reduces the glare that you get. When I bought my old MacBook Pro, I wasn't actually able to pay it in cash, and to be able to like afford all the different things that I needed to be able to run my business, I needed to take some stuff on credit. And here in Sweden, basically all the different tech stores that you can buy from has this option that is basically buy products with part payment, and then you don't have any kind of interest on that payment for 12 months. And that is exactly what I did with the MacBook. So like when I bought it, I had a couple of jobs that I paid it off, and then worked my full-time job at DHL, and like that paid my rents and bills and stuff like that. And I do think that that is a really good option if you want to like get started and be able to get some good gear, even though you don't have like all the money that requires to buy it cash, but you still know that you're gonna be able to like get the money back from that investment if you have the tool that you want to have. The second investment that I've done to my company is also something that will help me to like increase my efficiency and like streamline my whole workflow and be able to work less but also work more efficiently when I'm actually working. And that is the 12.9-inch 2020 iPad Pro. The last time that I had an iPad was when the first generation was released, and I thought it was such a cool piece of tech that I bought it like instantly. But ever since then, I haven't really had an iPad because I didn't see any use of it for the kind of work that I was doing, or for like my what do you call it, like free time, you know, when you sit at home and do nothing and surf around, you're basically using the phone instead of the iPad. But now with iPad Pro and being like a full-time YouTuber working with this and having clients every once in a while, I felt that having an iPad is going to be streamlining my workflow when it comes to like editing my thumbnails, being able to reply to email, editing photos overall for Instagram. And when I bought the iPad Pro, I also decided to buy one of the most controversial pens in the entire world, which is the Apple Pen. One of the main reasons that I decided to go for it is because it has this like pressure sensitivity, so that when you're like using the pen, you can press harder and then get more like details when you're editing your photos. So say for example that you want to brighten up an area, then you can press harder and that area is gonna get brighter if you have like the exposure. And then when you drag slowly, it's just gonna increase the brightness ever so slightly. So there's gonna be so good to be able to like fine tune and get that like extra in my photos. And being able to take notes quickly without having to like open my laptop, open a document, and then sit down and type. I can just like open the iPad, write with a pen, and then save that, and it's gonna be like a note that I can go back to on my MacBook when I'm here at the office. Because the best part about an iPad Pro, if you have a MacBook, is that you can use them basically like seamlessly together. So if I want to have anything from the MacBook, then I can just send it over to the iPad, and if I want to have anything on the iPad to the MacBook, then I can just send it over through AirDrop or something like that. And another really good thing when it comes to like having a MacBook and an iPad is that I can use the iPad as a second monitor to this screen. So I can send over the screen from the MacBook Pro to the iPad and use it as like a second monitor if there's something that I want to have separately from the screen. And it's also gonna be a great way to like get notifications from like Instagram or email notifications and stuff like that that I need to have when I'm sitting here working. So being able to have this here is definitely going to be a game changer. And over here I have all the storage that I'm using. So this is a NAS drive. I think that this is the Netgear DS918 Plus, and it's a total of 20 terabytes of storage. And this is a MyCloud that is connected to the NAS, and this is a total of 4 terabytes. And this is also connected to the NAS and provides another 4 terabytes. So this is a total of 28 terabytes that I can utilize to store my videos, my photos, and everything that I need to have stored here in the office. So being able to have a workstation like this will definitely make me be able to produce more content and be more productive and have a better overall workflow when I'm working with my videos or with my clients, or you know, creating any courses for you guys or doing my LUTs or whatever it is that I can come up with. And when it comes to the third investment that I've done to my business, it hasn't really arrived yet, but it will come. I think it's gonna be here next week. And a fun fact is that all 3 investments that I've done, including like the iPad, the screen, and the mysterious third investment, is actually cheaper than the Apple Pro XDR display together with a stand. So that's pretty insane. Like that is one expensive monitor.